Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chapter 9 of English Pronunciation and Conversation. This chapter focused on rhythm and the strong syllables, the strong beats, as compared to weak syllables or weak beats, and the types of words that are more than often not stressed in sentences. And we've identified those as content words. We looked at those up above. Content words being nouns, main verbs, adverbs, adjectives, etc. And then structure words, much shorter in length, and they serve a grammatical purpose, that these are unstressed as they don't provide much information. And it's the information that we stress in a sentence. So we're going to practice. This is not an assignment. This is just for your own edification, your own practice. Exercises 4, 5, and 6 on pages 71 and 72. For exercise 4, listen to CD2 track 7 and repeat these commonly used expressions by students. Notice the words that are stressed. Notice they're part of speech. Notice the syllable in the word that's stressed. Remember, nouns. The stress in two-syllable nouns is going to come in the first syllable, whereas two-syllable verbs, the stress will come in the second syllable. So what we learned in previous chapters still applies here, but let's give a listen to CD2 track 7. As a matter of fact, I'll actually pronounce these for you, and then you could also use the audio as an additional reference. But I'll go ahead and pronounce them for you. What's the answer to number 2? I'm sorry, I can't come to class on Monday. Can I borrow a piece of paper? Could I share your book? Whose turn is it? Would you mind checking my homework? I was late because I missed the bus. What's the past tense of right? Could you explain the assignment? I missed the test because I was sick. Notice all of these words, WH words at the beginning, nouns all throughout. We have verbs more toward the middle, adjectives or adverbs, for all of these are all content words, and it's those content words that get stressed. So for practice, again, it's not an assignment. For part C, you guys can write 2 expressions that teachers often say. So these are ones used by students. Can you think of any expressions that teachers would use? Circle the stressed words or syllables, and then go back up to page 69 and identify why those words are circled. They must be content words. What kind of content words are they? Are they verbs? Are they nouns? Are they adjectives or adverbs, etc.? That's exercise 4 on page 71. For exercise 5, it's just to get your ear tuned into the rhythm. And we get this a lot when we're children. There's no coincidence why music and literature, when you're young, it's all about what we call comprehensible input. That's why it's so important. With my little boy, we're doing so much reading to him, listening to music, talking to him. We're not really so much concerned with him being able to speak right now. It's just giving him what we call what? Comprehensible input, letting him take in the language. And music is one of those popular mediums that we use for young people, and it's important for non-native speakers acquiring the language. It's no different. That's how you probably acquired your first language, was through music and nursery rhymes and readings and what have you. So exercise 5 is a popular children's rhyme called Humpty Dumpty. And Humpty Dumpty inadvertently teaches the rhythm of English, right? And how content words get that focus, right? Get the stress, and then structure words or function words are unstressed. Have a listen. CD2 track 8, but I'm not going to sing it to you, but I'll rhyme it along with you. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So notice how these content words, nouns, verbs, noun, are emphasized or stressed, and then these prepositions and articles in the middle. Although great is an adjective, it is still not stressed. So this is a great example of that rhythm that we speak of, and you can see that articulated here at the bottom. Let's read these together. And they follow the same pattern as Humpty Dumpty. Start with the left side first. You can listen again on CD2 track 9. Nice to meet you. What's the matter? How's it going? Just a minute. Call your mother. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. That's kind of the rhythm, the pattern, based on these content words on the left side. Now on the right side, they're a little spread out. Goes high, then low, then high again. And you'll see this a lot in questions in English. Start high, a WH question, a helping verb, maybe that's in the negative form, and then a noun or a verb or another content word at the very end. What do you do? Where are you from? What do you want? Give me a break. What's your name? So that's really common, especially for questions, right, that begin with one of those WH words. So again, language is like music and poetry. Language is like music and poetry. It has rhythm to it. Every language has its own rhythm, and with English, you have both strong beats and weak beats, strong, stressed words and weak, unstressed words, based on whether they're content or structure words. And you need to be careful, because if you don't distinguish words as being stressed as unstressed, you can give the wrong vibe, the wrong attitude to people. You can even sound maybe a bit angry or rude if you don't use proper sentence stress. So for example, what are you doing is a polite, non-invasive question, but all the same stress, what are you doing? Sounds a lot more angry and abrasive, so you need to be careful. Stress the content words, and then unstress, kind of lower the tone for your structure words. So just something to keep in mind when we talk about rhythm and wanting to give off the right vibe. All right, appreciate your patience, guys. We're going to do one more together, exercise 6, which is actually on page 73. For exercise 6, you can see that even when we add structure words to the sentence, it really doesn't change the rhythm, right? In terms of the content words are the foundation. The content words give us the information, and then the structure words kind of just fill in the gaps there. Mice eat cheese. The mice will eat the cheese. The mice will be eating the cheese. The mice have been eating the cheesecake. So you can see we can add structure words as side elements, but it doesn't change the fundamental pronunciation, or excuse me, the fundamental rhythm, the sentence stress, even though you may be adding on structure words as needed. Take a look at number 2. Teachers give tests. My teachers give the tests. My teachers will give us the tests. My teachers are giving us the tests. My teachers will be giving us the tests. So that one maybe doesn't flow as easily, but you can see, just like the first part, number 1, it's these content words that get the stress. Nouns here, a verb in the middle, another noun toward the end, and everything in the middle are articles or prepositions or auxiliary verbs that don't give us the key information.